of Tampa has its own event specifically dedicated to one of the world's most fascinating predators.
Yeah, it's SharkCon, and who knows sharks better than the folks that study them, like Sean Daly. No, the Florida Aquarium, they're mainly behind this event at the convention center. It's mainly educational. Our Sean Daly joins us now live there. Tell us what it's all about.
That's right, guys. How cool is this? SharkCon. Take that, Repticon. I want a SharkCon hat. I want a SharkCon t-shirt. That's the coolest name ever. All this weekend at the Tampa Convention Center, we are celebrating these majestic, misunderstood beasts, nay, friends of the ocean. Right? Come on down. Good for the kids. You saw me on the mechanical bull shark earlier. I almost fell off. I was going to sue Frank. I have with me Spencer here, who's the creator of SharkCon. How'd you come up with this?
You know, I'd gone to Comic-Con and I thought, well, wouldn't it be great if there was something like that for me, for people who love the oceans and sharks and all the animals in it?
So you get, for Comic-Con, you have all the nerds. I'm a nerd, too. I love it. I was here. It was fun. But, like, what's SharkCon going to get? Are there shark nerds?
There are definitely shark nerds, and you're going to see...
My face above the water, my feet can't touch the ground, and it feels like...
Oh, guys, I'm so excited about this next segment. Here we go. So at SharkCon at the Tampa Convention Center all this weekend, you know, they have mechanical bull sharks, they have ferocious touch tanks, but they also have guest lectures, including this handsome gentleman, Stort Cove, Shark Wrangler to the Stars, Hollywood Shark Wrangler. Tomorrow, Sunday at 1 p.m., he'll be giving a lecture, free with your admission here. Hollywood Shark Wrangler. Bond movies. Tell us about this. How'd you get in this business?
Well, I was a diver on For Your Eyes Only back in the late 70s.
Roger Moore.
Roger Moore.
Yeah. Terrified of sharks?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
I was terrified of sharks. So. But I had an opportunity. They bought the Miami Sea Aquarium boat to capture tiger sharks to use on the film. And they needed they went over how the procedure works for capturing the sharks and then releasing them for the picture. And they said, we need some shark catchers. And I'm sitting in the back going, who's going to get this job? And they said, you know, Rico, David, Paul, and Stuart. I'm like, you got to be out of your frickin' mind, right?
Yeah.
So the object was someone holds the shark. A tiger shark, when you hold it, will go into tonic immobility.
I can see the sands on the horizon every time you are...
Shark. SharkCon is awesome.
Slowly drifting away.
I'm telling you guys, the shark nerds are charging through the doors here at the Tampa Convention Center. Everyone's jacked up, pumped up for SharkCon today and tomorrow. All things sharks, beasts, fanged creatures. The first thing you see when you come through the gates is, look, the megalodon jaws of the Florida Aquarium. Pose for a picture. Pose with your loved ones. Pose with this guy, too. Look at that handlebar mustache. Also love it. This is Eric right here. And Eric, when people come to the Florida Aquarium booth here, they're going to learn all about sharks. Tell us right now, what are 3 misconceptions about these majestic beasts of the ocean?
All right, probably the biggest misconception about sharks is that sharks are out to get us. In fact, I think you could lump all 3 of them into that. It's to say, when you go to the beach, when you're swimming, even when you're swimming at the Florida Aquarium with our own sharks, the sharks are not out to get you. They're just doing their business. They're not aggressive. They're just really good at what they do, which is hunt for fish.
Yeah. Yeah, so when they look up, right, and they see a shadow, it's like, boom, go for it, your food.
Well, it could be.
But if all right, so if a shark looked up, and even if he didn't think I was a seal, and he's like, there's Sean up there, he'd still want to eat me, though, right?
Well, you don't have quite enough blubber.
Look at you.
Yes, there you go, for sharks.
All right, this interview's over.
Sharks.
Yeah, right.
But what's generally going on there is a case of mistaken identity. So go swimming with friends and good, clear days, sunshine, good, clear water like our Florida beaches have, and you can be safe from sharks and still share the water with them. But the real peril is that the sharks flip the tables are the ones in peril from us. They're overfished accidentally by bycatch, by finning, some pretty sordid practices that knock out some 50 to 100 million sharks a year. But you and everybody here in Tampa Bay can make a difference. Come to Sea Grapes tonight at the Florida Aquarium. Right. Have some wine, hang out with sharks, hang out with people at the Florida Aquarium.
Do you want to introduce that?
Hang out with, yes, Captain Crunch, the American crocodile. He's just a youngin' there. But you can see awesome creatures like this. You can see his big aunt, Crunch, about 6 feet of American crocodile goodness. And you can help save sharks and contribute to our conservation programs at the Florida Aquarium by tipping some grape and enjoying. Get tanked at the tank and have a great time.
You are
at
media
Sea
trained.
Grapes.
There's some magic in the handlebar mustache. Hey, what sharks do you have at the aquarium? You have those big
sand tiger sharks. Yeah. They are the rock stars of our aquarium. Big teeth, lurking through the tank. They sneak up on their prey and wham! That's when they grab their fish.
Frank would like to wrestle one of those for charity. Can you set that up?
We have a strictly no molest the sharks rule, Frank. I know it's very tempting.
We'll
they are sexy sharks, but leave it to the other sexy beasts.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Captain Crunch. Come on down to SharkCon at the Tampa Convention Center. $20 for adults, $5 for kids. Open right now. Oh, they're charging through. The nerds love it. Come on down.
Feels like I'm drowning.
Awesome.
Slowly drifting.
Guys, you have to get down to SharkCon right now. Immediately at the Tampa Convention Center because at 10 o'clock, look at this, shark conservationist. What? What's going on? Julie Anderson will be giving a speech. She's on a panel later, world-renowned. The shark nerds love her. You are heralded in the shark nerd world. So how'd you get involved in shark conservationism?
So I met a shark, and it changed my life. And
how'd you meet him? Who was it? Is it a
euphemism
or something like that? Yeah.
No, I met a shark for sure, a hammerhead. And I looked into that shark's eyes, and I saw life, not death. And I knew I had to change my life and start saving sharks.
Oh my gosh! Like, what were you like out swimming? Like, and then all of a sudden a hammerhead just came up.
Yep, I was out diving.
It's not easy to look a hammerhead in the eye because they're all over the place.
All shifty buggers. No, I was out diving, and the shark was literally right here next to me, and I just stopped, almost swallowed my regulator, and then realized that shark wasn't out to kill me, and it was probably more afraid of me than I was of it. And that's when I started working for the sharks.
Working for the sharks. You were saying that you've swam with bull sharks before. That seems like a horrible, horrible idea.
It's not a horrible idea. I mean, I have all my fingers and toes. I've spent hundreds of hours in the water with sharks, with bull sharks, tiger sharks, great white sharks, you know, the sharks that everyone's afraid of. And the reason why I do it is not just because I love it, but because we need to let people know that sharks aren't what they seem.
And the misconceptions that they're these man-eating beasts like in the movie Jaws.
Absolutely. And obviously...
You like the movie Jaws, by the way?
I love the movie Jaws. I think it's really fun. I mean, it's a shame that everyone's so afraid of sharks, but we love our monsters. So they're definitely not what they seem, and that's why we do what we do.
What can we do to help sharks and preserve these beautiful creatures?
Well, everyone can do something to save sharks. Right now, we're pushing legislation in Florida to ban the sale of shark fin, which actually is legal here, but also building awareness. And if you want, getting into the water with sharks is a really great way to save them, too.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe like small ones at first. Like aquarium shark. Well, if I had your superhero sleeves there, Julie, maybe I would do that.
Exactly. No, you can do it without sleeves. I think you're man enough to get in the water with sharks.
So what? So today you have a talk at 10.
Right.
You run out of here, and then what's the panel on?
We've got a panel talking about how media portrays sharks, and yeah, I know.
You know what?
Darn media.
Frank Barrera, blame him. He says sharks are mean and greedy.
They're not, and we're going to be talking about that at 2:30.
Awesome. Hey, thank you so much, Julie Anderson, shark conservationist. Come on down to SharkCon. $20 for adults, $5 for kids. Frank, you never wrestled the Mako for charity. Next week.
I mean, she's an expert on sharks, but not on men. She
not
said,
on Sean.
I think you're brave enough.
My face above the water.
If you're fascinated about sharks, or you're scared of them, or you just want to learn more, you should definitely come out to SharkCon. It is an amazing experience.
Feet can't touch the ground, and it feels like I can see the sands on the horizon every time you are not around. Slowly.